Welcome back to Jackson Square. Today we're going to be looking at polygons in a coordinate plane. We're going to use all of our knowledge we've gained this week about the four quadrants, ordered pairs, the axes, and plotting and locating points to help us with this topic. The first thing that we need to know is what is a vertex and what are vertices. So here we have a polygon. A polygon is just a closed shaped figure. It only has straight lines. It doesn't have any curves. So decagon, hexagon, quadrilateral, triangle, those are things that are polygons. Circle is not a polygon because it has a curved side. Oval would not be a polygon because it has a curved side. Not saying that you won't see them in a coordinate plane, but polygons are more friendly because they're made of straight lines, and the lines where they meet or intersect is called a vertex. So one is a vertex. When you have more than one, they're called vertices. So please make sure you note these words, vertex and vertices, in case you see them on the test and you don't want to be embarrassed and say, "What is that word, Miss Jackson?" The word is vertices. That's more than one. The vertices of a polygon are the points where its sides intersect. The singular form of vertices is vertex, as we already said. So on this quadrilateral, which looks like a trapezoid, there are four vertices, and A is a vertex. So in the activity we'll be doing today, they'll be using quadrilaterals. They will give us three of the vertices, and we'll be missing one vertex. So quick review, ordered pairs are used to locate points in a coordinate plane. We note that the x-axis is horizontal, the y-axis is vertical, and the intersection of them both is called the origin. Ordered pairs are made of rational numbers, negative or positive. The first number is how far you go left or right and represents our x value or our x coordinates. The second number is how far you go up or down and represents our y value or our y coordinate. Make sure you note that ordered pairs are written in parentheses with x value or x coordinate being first, followed by a comma, then the y coordinate or the y value, and then a closed parentheses. Here we note our four quadrants, which go in a counterclockwise direction. Okay. We know that in quadrant 1, we have a positive x value and a positive y. In quadrant 2, we have a negative x and a positive y. In quadrant 3, we have a negative x and a negative y. In quadrant 4, we have a positive x and a negative y. So let's jump right in. I do. Look at the 3 points below. They represent 3 corners in a rectangle or 3 vertices. Where would the fourth point or vertex be to complete the rectangle? So I see that I have A, B, C. Where would D be? So my strategy is I'm going to draw lines and connect these to see where I would have my fourth point. So A would be connected to B, B would be connected to C, and then C, that's a horrible line, people. C would go up this line, stop here to be connected to A. So my vertex that I'm missing would be here. This is my vertex. That's the point I'm looking for. And then that point would connect over to A. So there are 2 things that I want you to note when you're doing this. The first thing I want you to notice is the simple fact that this point here is always going to share a line with 2 of the vertices. So this point shares a value with A, and it shares a value with C. Okay? A value with A and a value with C. So there are 2 ways you can do this. The simplest way for me is to draw like I told you to do, and then you can go start at the origin and then you go over to see where this line is on the x. So that would be -1, -2. So my x value should be -2. Then I go up 1, 2, and my y value should be positive 2. So let's look at what they share. This is another way. If I know the order pair of A, which A is 1, 2, 3, it's 3, comma 2, and I know the value of C, the order pair would be negative 2, comma negative 3. So we just want to identify what they share. What are they having in common? So this point has the same y value here as the A, and then this point will have the same x value as C. Okay, so whatever lines that they lie on, this is crossing the y because I'm going up. So it has the same y value as A, and then here it's going left to right. It would have the same x value as C. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw these lines in and you're going to find out what is the missing vertex. So I've done this one for you. What you can do is on the next slide, if you want to practice, it's the same concept, but the points have been moved, okay? So you're going to draw in and fill out D. Then there's another one. As you can see, the points have been shifted again. And yet another, and the points have been shifted again. Where would that D fall? And here's your exit ticket. You're going to put the order pair for A, B, C, and then what's the missing vertex for D. I hope this made sense to you, and if it didn't, please make sure that you ask questions in class or you're asking questions during the Zoom. Good luck.